Hey everyone, Pastor Matt here with Cassie Ann. I hope that you have a great week ahead. We wanted to spend just a few minutes each morning with some worship and a word from Pastor Brandon so that we can certainly filter all the news that we're hearing through the lens of the gospel. So we hope that you join in each morning to 8 with us. I raise a hallelujah in the presence of my enemies, and I raise a hallelujah louder than the unbelief. I raise a hallelujah. My weapon is a melody, and I raise a hallelujah. Heaven comes to fight for me, and I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm, louder and louder. You're gonna hear my praises roar from the ashes. Hope will arise. Death is defeated. The King is alive. And I raise a hallelujah with everything inside of me. And I raise a hallelujah. And I will watch the darkness flee. I raise a hallelujah in the middle of the mystery. I raise a hallelujah. Fear, you lost your hold on me. I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm, louder and louder. You're gonna hear my praises roar up from the ashes. Hope will arise. Death is defeated. The King is alive. Sing a little louder. 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 In the presence of my enemies. Sing a little louder. Louder than the unbelief. Sing a little louder. My weapon is a melody. Sing a little louder. Heaven comes to fight for me. Sing a little louder. I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm, louder and louder. You're gonna hear my praises roar up from the ashes. Hope will arise. Death is defeated. The King is alive. I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm, louder and louder. You're gonna hear my praises roar up from the ashes. Hope will arise. Death is defeated. The King is alive.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us on this Monday. Right now, our world's going through a very difficult time. There's a lot of fear, anxiety, uncertainty, And we as Christians can respond in a way that's appropriate for the scriptures. We want to respond in such a way that we are handling this differently than the rest of the world. One of the things that I've noticed in my own life, and this happened a couple days ago, was I found myself just inundating my mind with articles and social media and videos. I was literally consuming every piece of data or article or video that I could about this entire situation. And what I noticed really quickly is the further I dove into that world, the more anxious I got, the more fearful I got, the more uncertain I got about what in the world is gonna happen. And so I just had to take a moment of pause. And so I stepped back and I really began to think to myself, okay, what's like going on here? As I just dove into this world, am I like creating a greater sense of fear or doubt inside of me or worry? What's going on? And so I came to a verse that I thought was really, really helpful, and me understanding with just the plenty of articles and data and videos, how do I understand, read, and interpret this? Well, I went to Romans chapter 12, verse 22, and it says this, it says, do not be conformed to this world. So right now, the world is gonna certainly try to conform us into a certain way of thinking, a certain way of fearing, or even worrying. It says, don't be conformed, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. And that's really, really important. And I was like, yes, that's it. Like, I need to renew my mind. So as I'm reading these articles, which by the way, it's not bad to read up on what's happening. Matter of fact, I think that wise Christians should be reading up on what's happening in our world. We just do that differently. We do that with a renewed mind. We renew our mind that by testing you may discern what the will of God is, what is good and acceptable and perfect. So if we want to understand what God's will is for us right here, right now, we have to renew our minds. And so something I notice is whenever I read the scripture, that gives me the correct lens or the correct windshield in which to view everything else. Have you ever noticed the windshield in your car when you're driving? Probably not. I mean, literally, as we're driving down the road, few of us give thought to the windshield, the very thing that we're looking out of to view everything that's happening, oncoming traffic, pedestrians, everything we're viewing through the windshield. Now, the windshield does some really good things for us, right? It protects us. It protects us from both little things and larger things as we are driving down the road. Well, the scriptures can be that for us. They could simply be a windshield in which we view everything else. So I'm encouraging you to read the scriptures every single day, especially in the morning. And then as you set your day, that is literally the lens in which we read articles. We understand what we're watching in videos, how we interpret the things that we see on social media. It's with a renewed mind. The scriptures are teaching us about how God is completely in control. And so when the world feels out of control, we have a renewed mind. God's in control. When the world is panicked and worrisome, we can go back to Jesus' words, and he said, don't worry about anything. Just seek me and you'll be completely fine. I will take care of you. It's with that kind of renewed mind that we view everything else. So I'm gonna encourage you today, as we are reading through our growth journal, that's our year-long Bible reading plan. We're reading 1 Kings chapter 19. And so if you haven't been reading, it's okay. Just join us in reading today, 1 Kings chapter 19. And we're just gonna dive into the scriptures together each morning, and then we're gonna have a renewed mind as the world waits, panics, is uncertain. No, we as Christians, we have a stable foundation and we have a lens in which we view everything. Hope this is helpful for you, and I hope today you're renewing your mind.